In the heart of a remote village nestled deep within the forest stood an ancient house known as Blackwood Manor. It loomed ominously over the surrounding landscape, its darkened windows and cracked walls telling a tale of despair and torment. Generations of villagers had whispered rumors of a curse that plagued the manor and all those who dared to enter. In the year 1889, the Braddock family moved to the village, unaware of the sinister history that shrouded Blackwood Manor. Thomas Braddock, a renowned scholar seeking solace to complete his life's work, saw the decaying mansion as an ideal place to escape the distractions of the world. Little did he know that the darkness within those walls would soon unravel the very fabric of his family's sanity. The first signs of the curse were subtle: strange noises in the dead of night, doors slamming shut on their own, and inexplicable cold chills that sent shivers down their spines. Thomas, attributing these occurrences to mere superstitions, urged his wife, Isabel, and their young daughter, Emily, to dismiss the unsettling incidents. Yet, as days turned into weeks, the manifestations escalated. Emily, with her innocent curiosity, began to speak of an invisible friend named Lydia, who would play with her in the shadows. Isabel, consumed by an increasing sense of dread, grew distant and paranoid, convinced that the house itself was watching their every move. Late one stormy evening, as a torrent of rain poured outside, Thomas retreated to his study to decipher an ancient manuscript he had found within the manor's decaying library. The text spoke of an evil presence bound to the house, a malevolent entity seeking to consume the souls of its inhabitants. Driven by a relentless determination to free his family from this malevolence, Thomas ventured deeper into the manor's dark history. He discovered a blood-stained diary belonging to a past resident named Lydia Blackwood, whose malevolence had triggered the curse. As he read her sinister tale, Thomas realized that Lydia's soul was trapped within the manor, eternally seeking revenge against those who had wronged her. Undeterred, Thomas conducted rituals he believed would break the curse and liberate Lydia's tormented spirit. Instead, his actions only fueled the vengeful entity's fury. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, whispering haunting incantations that threatened to drive them to madness. Isabel, succumbing to the ever-present fear, became a mere shell of her former self. Emily's innocence slowly withered as she interacted more frequently with the malevolent spirit. The little girl's laughter turned to chilling giggles, and her once bright eyes grew cold, reflecting an otherworldly malevolence. As the house tightened its grip on the Braddock family, they became trapped in a nightmarish cycle of horror. Time seemed distorted within the walls of Blackwood Manor, days and nights blending into one endless, haunting twilight. Reality itself was a mere illusion, distorted by the sinister force lurking in the shadows. Despite his desperate attempts to protect his loved ones, Thomas's sanity began to crumble under the relentless torment. He found himself conversing with the spirits trapped within the house, questioning his own perceptions of reality. In the end, Thomas had no choice but to confront Lydia's wrath directly. Armed with newfound knowledge and a sliver of hope, he performed an ancient exorcism ritual in a final attempt to break the curse. The air thickened with malevolence as the house seemed to rebel against his efforts. As the climax of the ritual approached, the very foundation of Blackwood Manor trembled, and the ground beneath them shook violently. Thomas and Emily clung to each other, their lives hanging in the balance. Isabel, her grip on reality tenuous at best, stood still, gazing into the abyss of the cursed mansion. With a deafening shriek, the curse's power reached its peak. Thomas locked eyes with the ethereal figure of Lydia, consumed by grief and hatred. In a final act of sacrifice, he pleaded for her forgiveness and offered to release her from the agony of the curse. Moments before the house collapsed upon them, Lydia's visage softened, and a spectral tear trickled down her pale cheek. The curse, broken by an act of selflessness, released its hold on Blackwood Manor, and the spirits within found their peace. In the aftermath, the villagers raised what remained of the haunted mansion. The tragic tale of the Braddock family and the cursed house of Blackwood Manor became a cautionary legend, passed down through generations. But some say that on stormy nights, the anguished cries of the lost souls can still be heard, echoing through the darkened forest, a reminder of the horrors that once plagued the cursed house.